Check out that catfish. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. Well, welcome back to another windy day in the Texas Panhandle. That's what I should be saying. It is way too windy to do any fishing. It's gonna be windy for the next week or so. So today, I am pulling out the Jon Boat for the very first time since like last year before it got too cold to be on the water. So, well, that's a lie. I actually pulled it out 2 days ago. I cleaned off the engine. It was sitting in the garage for like a long time and it was very dirty. So I wiped it all down. I changed the lower unit gear oil and also took out some of the oil because it had too much in it. So, oh, I also, let me just show y'all. Well, first off, here is the Jon Boat. If you are new to my channel, I built out this Jon Boat, turned it into a bass boat, built the decks. I basically did all the work you see on this Jon Boat. I made videos on everything as well. I filmed the entire process, showed how-tos on everything pretty much, or how I did it. Even did a full transformation video. If y'all haven't seen that, go check it out right here up top. But yeah, this was a awesome project. I enjoyed building this. It was really fun. I'll probably rebuild it next winter as well. Maybe, we'll see. It's still holding up pretty great. It's in good condition, but last season I did tear it up just a little bit. A lot of people ask how the paint is holding up, and the paint is holding up great. It is dirty, but I push this thing to the limits. I don't care about the paint. This is a Jon Boat, all right? It's always gonna be a Jon Boat. Jon Boats are not meant to be babied and protected. They're meant to be beat up and use them, and that is what I do. So I fish up against some tires. I did that a lot, and I did not care at all about the paint job. We bumped into the sides. There's scratches everywhere. Where we bumped into the docks, there's scratches. But other than that, if I babied this, the paint would look great. As you can see, where it's not bumped into, the paint is still holding up amazingly. It does have some hard water on there. It's dirty. I need to wipe her down, but the paint held up great. Unless you're like me and you just bump it into everything. But like I said, I don't know. I don't like to baby this at all. If I babied this, it would not be as fun. So let's see, what else happened to this boat? On the fish finder, I keep my fish finder battery on its own battery and it sits here. Well, during the season, these connectors here got ripped off, so I went ahead and replaced those yesterday. Oh, on the cord here that connects to the trailer lights, that was messed up, so I went ahead and replaced that as well. I've read complaints on these Academy trailers that these lights are horrible and they bust, so you have to constantly replace them. A lot of people just replace the whole housing, which is something I might do, but I'm gonna go to Academy later and go shop around and see what I can find. But I think that's all I did yesterday, really. I really just messed with the engine. I started her up. It started a few times, but it's not running the best. I didn't really clean out the gas before I stored it, which is you know, my fault, me being lazy. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna go get some seafoam and we will run it through there and see what happens. Hopefully she'll get to running good. I believe she will. Once I do the seafoam treatment, she's gonna run great, I'm pretty sure. Well, I was gonna just use this seafoam here, which is like the basic normal seafoam everyone uses, but they did come out with a new product called Seafoam Marine Pro. You know, it's probably the same exact thing. This even says marine on it as well, but I'm gonna go to Academy real quick, go get a few things I need for the Jon Boat, and go get some Marine Pro just to try it out. Like I said, probably the same thing, but let's run to Academy real quick. Okay, so I'm at Academy. I need to get a battery for the Jon Boat, but first I need to get some hooks as well. I just got some of these jig heads. They have a spinner on there. I'm gonna try those, but I mainly want to get some flashy swimmers, So I'm gonna get some 3/0, 5/0. Let's get 6/0 as well. We'll get those. I'll get a 1/0 as well. Now we need a battery. I think I have a 27 in the back. So I should probably put a 27 in the front. 27 or is it 29? Crap. I believe it's 27, but I'm gonna go watch my video just to see which battery I actually put in my Jon Boat because I forgot. That can set aside. So we got, all right, so I'm watching the video and it is the 29DC. Okay, so we got 2 of these. I just need 1. Oh, let's try this one-handed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I need to work out. What else do we need? I'm just gonna look around, see if we can find anything else I want for the boat. All right, definitely gonna need some sea foam. The motor has been sitting for a while. Grease, yes. I wanted to get new trailer lights because they keep busting mine. And people say that's a problem with these Academy trailers. But these look exactly like the ones on my boat. So I don't want to get the same exact ones. That would be dumb, right? If they just keep busting. But I am going to get some replacement bulbs. And I may even get this LED trailer circuit tester. Because it may be a problem with my trailer adapter. Also, I really want side bumpers on my trailer. It is a pain in the butt to get the boat back on the trailer, and if I have side guides, it will be a whole lot easier. We will get this for sure. All right, so I had to get a new battery as well. So this Jon Boat has 3 batteries. One is for the fish finder, one is for the trolling motor. The trolling motor battery is back here. Then we have another battery up here which controls all the lights. There's lights here on the rim, lights up here on that side. There's lights all inside of these hatches. So if you open up all this area right here will be lit up. And the battery is right here. So this battery was given to me. It was an older battery, and from the get-go this battery never got fully charged. The light on the battery charger just never turned green. So when I pulled the boat out for the first time a few days ago, I went to charge all the batteries. The battery back here, which is a newer battery, charged, but the front one never did. And when I tried it to turn on the lights, they did not turn on. So I'm just gonna assume that battery is dead from the cold this winter. So we got a new battery for that. I guess let's go ahead and replace that. We'll start with this first. This one is not easy to get to or to get out. I'm gonna have to take everything out of these compartments. So I'm gonna have to unscrew this kill switch, and then I can slide the battery over this way and then pull it out and replace it. Okay, so I got the battery back in, it's all strapped down. I got the kill switch screwed back in, everything is good. Let's go ahead and plug her in and see if everything works good. Here's the battery charger. So to charge my batteries, all I have to do is pull out this cord, plug it in, and then let's see if we got lights. We got lights, baby. All right, so we got both of the lights on and charging. So I'm gonna leave that charging while I do the rest of this work. What else do we need to do? When I had to redo this back deck, I never put hinges on these back doors. So I guess today is the day I'm gonna do that. Doing the hinges was probably the worst part of this entire build. To have the hinges hidden like this as much as you can, that sucks, because you have a little bitty piece, a thin piece of plywood you have to screw into, and you have to get it just right. It's horrible. That's why I didn't do it, but today is the day that I'm gonna get that done, just so I don't have to worry about it anymore, and there will be nothing wrong with the Jon Boat. I'm going to go ahead and grease up this motor. I've never greased it before since I've owned it, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. She turns like a dream now. I also wiped away all the excess that came out here. I mean, it wasn't hard to turn before, but it's definitely smoother. Let's go ahead and hook her up on some water and get her started. I need to pour in some Seafoam Marine Pro into the gas tank, and then we'll hook up some water and see if she starts up. I need to like run, there's a process with the Seafoam. You have to like start her up, run it for like 15 minutes, stop it, run it again for 15 minutes. So it's a process, but we're gonna get it done and this thing will be ready to go. My gas tank is under the back deck, so I have to use this flexible funnel to get to it. So I'm actually using this as a treatment to clean out the fuel lines, the carburetor, all that stuff, which is what this stuff is made for. It has a lot of good features, but normally you would pour in about 1 ounce, but I'm gonna pour in quite a bit so it actually cleans it all out. People on YouTube, I did some research, and people on YouTube actually use the whole bottle. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm just gonna pour probably half or so, just to play it safe. Don't want to mess anything up. So we'll get about half in there. I probably went 3/4 of the bottle. Alright, so we got a gallon of gas in the gas tank. We got about 3/4 of a bottle of the Marine Pro Seafoam. Gonna turn on the water and then we can start her up. Hopefully she starts up. 2 days ago I had her started up, but she wasn't running the best. I had to keep it on choke. If I took it off the choke, it would die. So hopefully this Marine Pro will warm her up, get her going good. Like I said, I left gas in there over the winter, so I gotta wash all that stuff out, but this Marine Pro will get it all out and get her back to running good. So let's go start the water and then we'll start the motor. Second pull. It instantly dies, but I'm just gonna keep doing that, letting that Seafoam run through the engine, clean it all out. But it's shooting out water really good. I'm really impressed with that. I'm happy about that. So yeah, it's running good. It's starting up easy, very easy. We just gotta clean out that old gas and we'll be good to go. But it starts up just fine with the choke on. Well, there's the first 15 minutes of the treatment. I gotta wait 15 minutes and then do it again. But I'm not getting any smoke at all, really. I saw a little bit of smoke, but it wasn't much. I may pour the rest of that bottle in the gas tank. I mean, there's not really much left, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So while I'll wait 15 minutes for that, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this heavy duty post guide box and check out all the hardware and start working on that. Sweet. Alright, that's not really much hardware. I was expecting a little bit more, honestly. But that's good. That means this will be an easy install. We got the caps to the pipes. So I'm assuming this will go like that. If it has the slots. Okay, so here is what came in the box. You got 2 of the arms, the pipes, the caps, which I already put together. And you got 4 U-bolts, 2 brackets, 8 washers, and 8 nuts. And instructions. On these instructions, it shows them wiring up a light through the tip of this. So that would be a pretty smart idea. It does have a hole there. So to have lights on the tips when you're pulling in at night, that is a very smart idea. I may do that mod later on, but for now, we're just gonna install this. So my main worry about buying this was if this will even attach to my trailer. This is a ultralight trailer, and the trailer here is just some angled iron, so just the L. So I gotta make sure this bracket can even attach to that. So here is the placement of this bracket. It is right under this bracket for the spring here, which is good too because it adds a little bit more depth. I do have to be careful not to bend that. I don't think it will, but that's where it's gonna sit. And like I was saying, I'm gonna have to put a block of wood or something underneath that back end so it doesn't tilt up. But yeah, this is gonna be a really easy install. Alright, so I just made some blocks. I was hoping I could just fit a 2x2 inside this angle iron, but it did not fit. As you can see, it was too short, so what I had to do was cut the 2x4 to where it is the same height as the metal. So I did that twice. I also drilled out some holes on all of these because there is bolts right there. So that piece of block is going to have to sit right there. I also had to grind out one of them for the welds on the metal, but that is how that's gonna sit. I'm gonna have to paint these, but that will allow this bracket to sit on that and be supported. It won't be unbalanced. So that is how I solved that problem. Alright, so there is one done. Just gotta finish up on this side. Alright, so we got both of these side guides on, and luckily the distance on each side is equal. Did that first try without even really trying. So I'm happy about that. But looks pretty sick. It's gonna be so much easier to guide onto the trailer now. So much easier. I'm so excited about that. It just needs one more thing. Hold on. Alright, now she's perfect. Haha, sick. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and start her up and run the seafoam through her for about 15 more minutes. I showed y'all with the new battery. If you look down inside there, we got lights. And we also got lights over here. Awesome. So it all works again. Sweet. Alright, the boat is looking good. It's doing real good. I just gotta figure out the brakes. But man, this is looking sick. I'm digging the side guides now. Should I paint the trailer? I got a few comments saying I should paint the trailer. I'll probably do that in the future, but not right now. Alright guys, so there is everything I wanted to do today on the Jon Boat. We got it all done. I'm still in the process of warming up the motor. It's cold. It doesn't want to run without the choke on just because it needs to be warmed up, but it's getting there. I'm still in the process of the fuel treatment as well, but I'll probably get done with that tomorrow. And the weather's supposed to be nice tomorrow too, so I may take her out tomorrow for the very first time and actually go fishing. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget, big camera just died, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.